the sun, the moon, and Simchas Torah. In Devarim, Tes Zayin, Psukim Yud Daled and Tes Vav, we read V'samachta b'chagecha v'hayisa ach sameach. Specifically about Sukkot, you shall rejoice in or on the festival, and you shall have nothing but joy. The Rambam, in his Mishnah Torah, Shvisas Yom Tov, Vov Yud Ches, tells us, how do we do this? V'hanoshim koneh lahem begodim v'tachshitim noim kafi momono. For women, you should buy clothes and jewellery according to one's means. V'hanoshim ochlim bosov v'shosim yayin. And men should drink wine and eat meat. And for young children, sweets and nuts. I don't know if that would work today for young children. Maybe the latest iPhone. I don't know what they might want, but they're not. These are guides. They're not imperatives. On Simchas Torah, the day is called Simchas Torah, the rejoicing of the Torah, and we dance in a circle around the bima with Sifrei Torah. The idea of dancing in a circle, according to Rabbeinu Bachai, is a symbol. A circle is a symbol of something with no end, and so too people should rejoice with the Torah, and which they should interact with each other in an infinite way, like a circle which doesn't have a place where it starts or finishes. The Vilna Gaon says we also dance in a circle to emphasize how every participant is equidistant from the center, from the spiritual center, and everyone can dance together. What's really interesting is we dance with the Sefer Torah closed. The Torah scroll remains closed until we learn from it later on, to demonstrate that when we're dancing, everyone, whether you are a Talmid Chacham, a great scholar, or someone who has had no Jewish education, we all have an equal opportunity to learn and share in the Torah. On Simchas Torah, the Chosn Torah gets called up as we finish reading the end of Devarim, and the Chosn Bereshis gets called up when we start reading the Torah straight away. We start again, Bereshis. We finish one cycle and we start anew. When someone learns a chapter of a book of Tanakh or a Mishnah or Gemara section, it's traditional to make a siyum when they complete that section or that book. And we say a special prayer referred to as the Hadran. And it's our fervent hope, just as we finish one subject, book or section, we ask Hashem for his help to start us on the new book or section. In Judaism, we are constantly engaged in the process of education. Judaism views learning as an unfinished product, and although we can achieve mini goals, we're constantly engaged in the process of lifelong learning. There's a special prayer called the Hadran, and we say, Kashem she'azartani l'sayem meseches so-and-so, the same way, Hashem, you have helped me to complete this Masechta or this book. Kein ta'azreini lahaschil Masechtos usforim acherim u'lesaimam. Please, Hashem, help me to start and finish other Masechtas or other books and to finish them. This idea about finishing one thing and starting a new thing can be seen when we look at the moon, which waxes and wanes. The unique feature of the moon is that it appears to us on Earth as if it gets bigger and smaller, appears, reappears, grows and diminishes month after month. Every year the festivals come round the same time of the year. The Earth moves around the sun, but it's a cycle. The year is a cycle, a shana, a cycle, leshanot, to repeat. But hopefully it's a spiral where not only are we going round and round, but we're also going up a level every year and we're improving ourselves. Hopefully each year we will move up a stage. The moon is slightly different, but we use the moon to determine the Jewish calendar instead of the sun. The sun is a symbol of unchanging nature, rising in the east day after day, setting in the west every day. Nothing changes. But the moon, although it's much smaller, it's teaching us something. It diminishes and it's almost disappearing. But then, when it looks tiny and it looks like it's gone, and things look like they're darkest, there is hope. The same thing is true for us, a new beginning. We might find ourselves in a difficult situation this year. No matter how bad it seems, nothing is set in stone, nothing is static. Humans have been given the power of renewal. The moon is a never-ending reminder of renewal. We need to use that power of the moon to go against the repetitive, predictable nature and the march of time. We in fact say before the Shema in the Bracha Yotzei Or, Uvetuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tomid ma'aseh bereshis. And Hashem, in His goodness, He has given us the opportunity to renew each and every day the days of the creation of the world. And so this year, when we have Simchas Torah, even though we've done it before, we should think about the message of the moon and think about ourselves like the moon is Rosh Chodesh every month. Lachadesh, lahitchadesh, and hitchadshut. We should think to ourselves, we should be excited about the renewal and the new cycle of learning the Torah. On Monday night and Tuesday night, as we light candles, or as we say Kiddush, we say the bracha of Shechianu. We have no specific mitzvah on Simchas Torah and Shmini Atzeres, but we're making the bracha on the Torah itself. Now, the Torah itself is over 3,000 years old, but we are supposed to be. We're going to have a new hischadshus, a new idea, bringing with us the moon, new vitality and excitement and new depth. As we dance on Simchas Torah together, united. Some people have got a lot of Torah knowledge. Other people haven't had such amazing opportunities. The Torah is shut. It is a possession for all of us. We're going to dance in a circle. We're all equidistant from the spiritual center. Everyone's got equal access. We're all dancing together. And we dance with our feet, not our heads. It doesn't matter what your brain is like, whether you're a big Talmud Chacham or you haven't had much of an opportunity to learn Torah. It doesn't matter. We're going to end Devorim and we're going to start Bereshis. And when you're in Shul, we should all experience the joy of the gift of Torah. And like the moon, we've always got an opportunity to make the best of a new start. I wish you good Shabbos, good Moed, and a good Yom Tov.